Hi there. We are going to talk about how to convert percentage into fraction. So the most important thing is I would like to highlight percentage is just a special type of fraction. Why? So if I have 50%, it means 50 parts per 100, which means 50 above 100, 50 hundredths. And if you check it, if I have a little 100 square and if I highlight 50% is 50 parts per 100, and this is how it looks like. And we know it already that 50% is half. Now, how did we arrive to this half? If we check it, 50% is 50 above 100, and we can figure out that we can divide 50 and 100 as well by 2, because 2 is a factor of 50 and 100. Half of 50 is going to be 25. Half of 100 is going to be 50. We are going further. We can see 25 and 50, they can be still simplified, and we know 25 and 50 both can be found in a 5 times table. If I divide by 5, is going to be 5. If I divide 50 by 5, is going to be 10. Hold on, I can see still 5 and 10 I can divide by 5, isn't it? So 5 divided by 5 gives me 1, and 10 divided by 5 gives me 2. So what happened here? I simplified my 50 above 100, 50 parts per 100 until I could. Now some of you, I'm sure, could see straight away that actually I could divide 50 by 50 and 100 by 50 as well. So in this case, you straight away become half. Now, no one asks you to do this straight away. Feel free to carry on with small steps until you arrive to the simplest form when you can't find any factor which can be used to simplify our fraction. Now, I could use 1, isn't it? But if I divide by 1, you still say the same answer. See another one. So if I have 1%, it means 1 part per 100. So I write it up as 1 out of 100, and if you check it on my 100 grid now, I highlighted only 1 little cube. Now, question is, can I simplify this? Can I find a factor of 1 and 100? Yes, I can, but it's only 1, and we know if I divide something by 1, it doesn't change. Let's see the next one, 25%. 25% means 25 parts per 100, which is 25 above 100. I highlight now on 25 squares, and I can simplify it, and the finest answer is going to be 1/4. Now if you can't do straight away again, find a number, a factor of 25 and 100. Okay, so let's say we know from the divisibility rule that any number can be divided by 5, which last digit is 5 or 0. So what can I do? I can divide 25 by 5, which gives me 5, and I can divide 100 by 5, which gives me 20. And now I have 5 20ths, and I know 5 is a factor of 5 and 20, so if I divide 5 by 5, it gives me 1. And if I divide 20 by 5, it gives me 4. Alright, so let's go a bit further. Okay, so let's see these few numbers. 10%. So reminder, percentage is just a fraction of 100. So percentage means out of 100. And we know out of, this is a fraction line. So the first thing is I write up my answer as a fraction. So 10% is going to be 10 out of 100. And what I do always? Simplify, isn't it? Simplify, never forget, simplify. Okay, so what number I can find as a factor of 10 and 100? 10. So 10 divided by 10 gives me 1, and 100 divided by 10 gives me 10. So my answer is 1 out of 10, or 1/10. 5%, 5 out of 100. So 5 out of 100. Again, I'm checking if I can find a number which can be a factor of 5 and 100. And I know it's 5. So if I divide 5 by 5, it gives me 1. If I divide 100 by 5, it gives me 20. So my answer is 1/20th. 62%. Again, the same thing. 62 out of 100. This is the first step always. Don't forget. Now what I do, I try to find a number which can be a factor of 62 and 100. Now if you don't know straight away a big number, always think about the following one. Try to find if it can be divided by 2. Any even number can be half of it. If the number can be divided by 3, how we know it? If I add the digits together and the sum can be divided by 3, the number can be divided by 100. Let's see this one. 6 at 2 is 8. Is 8 in a 3 times table? No, so I can't divide by 3. The another which we usually check is 5. We know any number which ends in 5 or 0 can be divided by 5. So let's see. This one definitely can be divided by 2, gives me 31 above 50. And now I'm checking if I can make this more simple, if I can find a number which can be a factor of 31 and 50. No, so this is my final answer. Last one, 99 out of 100. And I'm again checking if I can simplify it. You never just leave it. However, I can't simplify anymore. So this is my final answer. Hope this helps to recap your knowledge, or if it was a new knowledge, make you understand how we can convert percentage into fraction. Thank you for watching. Bye.